I'm David Strain. I'm the senior minister at First Presbyterian Church in Jackson, Mississippi. Twin Lakes Fellowship is a ministerial fraternal. That means that it's not a conference, at least not in the way that we often think about it.
It's really what its name says. It's a fellowship. It's a bunch of pastors, 250 of us gather together, and it is really just gathering together to pray and to sing. I'm Jason Halopoulos. I'm senior pastor of Universal Reformed Church in East Lansing, Michigan. But Twin Lakes Fellowship is centered upon this idea that we are committed to ordinary means of grace ministry. So we are relying upon the means that God has given to us, the Word, sacraments, and prayer, and that we believe that this is how He has chosen to work in this world through the local church. And we're encouraging each other in that, and then we're practicing it.
Twin Lakes Fellowship is a fraternity. It's a time for brothers in the Lord to come together and to encourage one another in their mutual labors and their mutual service. I am Jonathan Cruz, and I pastor Community Presbyterian Church, which is a congregation of the Orthodox Presbyterian Church in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Maybe we're miles apart from one another in different parts of the country, or in different countries even. Twin Lakes offers an opportunity for us to come together and to encourage one another, to help inspire each other in the work that we're doing, to support one another, and just to enjoy good fellowship.
My name's Daniel Chin. I'm a teaching elder over in Diamond Bar, California. If I could maybe use an illustration, if I'm, on a long drive, there might be a certain pit stop that I most like to stop at. Maybe it's a pit stop where they have my favorite restaurant or something. TLF has been something of a favorite pit stop, throughout a year of ministry, and I just look forward to coming back.
Matthew Bradley. I'm pastor at All Saints Presbyterian Church in Brentwood, Tennessee. For me, the most meaningful part is worship in the evenings, and particularly the singing. To have 250 men in a room that's really not big enough for us, singing at the top of our lungs, is pretty amazing.
The singing, which continues to be almost worth coming just for the singing. You put 250 pastors in a room and they sing their heart. They're so happy to be together that they just sing with so much joy and enthusiasm, and we sing a lot a cappella, and we just, it fills the room and lifts the roof. And as a young pastor arriving at Twin Lakes Fellowship, it was really impactful, just the joy of it and the joy of being together under the ministry of God's Word.
It's only 2.5 days, but what it has done is it's formed friendships across the denomination and even throughout the world, where you have men that are not isolated in ministry. And it's brought what is a fairly large denomination closer together. It's here that you go back a little more encouraged. No, it's worth it to keep preaching, to keep studying the Word, to keep praying, to keep loving God's people.
Just having other like-minded men to fellowship with has been a real encouragement to me. Coming to Twin Lakes is the Lord's reminder to me every year. And look, I have my 7,000 other faithful pastors who have not bowed the knee to Baal or to any sort of gospel compromise, and it feels like I'm in that Gideon's 300 company.
Yeah, the impact of TLF, it's one of those things in the church that has an outsized impact.
I am never more inspired to preach than after I've been at Twin Lakes. I can't wait to get back in the pulpit and to share what I've received. But on the other hand, Twin Lakes is instrumental in being part of planting more churches. A critical component of the Twin Lakes schedule and rhythm is giving time for church planners to get up to share their vision, talk about the mission that they're going on, and get their name out there, get their ministry out there so that other churches can be praying.
One of the core principles of the Twin Lakes Fellowship, one of the things that gets me most excited about Twin Lakes Fellowship, is that this is a pure gift to everyone who attends. And so we make it free of charge to them so that they don't pay a dime. They just have to get themselves here. We pay for their accommodation, their meals, for every speaker, for all the books that we give away for free. That is a joy. For me, as the convener of Twin Lakes Fellowship and the pastor of First Pres, I know what's coming and I'm so excited about it. Ligon every year gave an address on the founding values of the Twin Lakes Fellowship. Why are we here and what are we trying to promote? That had an enormous influence in shaping my own understanding of what a Christian pastor ought to be. And then my very best friends in ministry were all Twin Lakes Fellows. So I met all of these guys 20 years ago right here. So I have an enormous debt to Twin Lakes Fellowship.